What's up my loves, my name is Paige, this is Paige with Paige, and today we're going to be doing 7 on Sunday. So I just filmed my June TBR and feel free to go watch that video if you would like a rundown as to why I'm dressed like this, but I love it and I'm so happy. 7 on Sunday is a Goodreads group created by Grace from G Swizzle. I'll leave a link to Grace's channel and to the Goodreads group in the description box below. But each week we get a topic to discuss, and this week is wintry reads for me. So if you live in the Southern Hemisphere, you're coming into winter. It's cold, it's snowing on Animal Crossing already, but if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, you're coming into summer. So if you're from the Northern Hemisphere, this week you would want to talk about your summer reads. But because I'm Australian and, you know, I live in a place where it actually snows in winter, which is weird, I've got 7 wintry books that I want to read in the next 3 months. The first book I would like to get to in the next 3 months is such a typical winter read. I did get 92 pages in, but then put it down as I got distracted by other things and forgot to go back to it. So now snuggling down inside is the perfect time to pick it back up, and that is The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. So this is following Wassup as her village in Russia is sort of forgetting the stories that they have been told, and the spirits that live from these stories are being abandoned and forgotten, which is causing a lot of mayhem. But the thing is, Wassup can see these spirits, so she's always had an affiliation with them and is trying to protect them and help them. So this follows her journey. I don't know where the second or the third one goes, but I know that I want to continue reading this, and I was loving the wintry vibes that I was getting from this when I first started reading it. The next book is a buddy read that will be happening in July with Aoife from Pretty Pink Polka Dots. I'll leave a link to her channel below regardless, and that is Bear Town. The next is a book that I got 80 pages in and then put down and didn't go back to because it's Chunky Monkey, and winter is a perfect time for getting through those chunky reads. You're stuck indoors, it's snowing, it's cold, don't want to go outside, so this is the time to pick up and finish The Toll by Neil Shusterman. So this is the third book in the Arc of the Scythe trilogy. I've heard mixed things about The Toll and I'm nervous as all hell, but now in winter is the perfect time to take that risk and finish this and see how we go. So I know I won't be getting it to June, but July or August, hopefully I will get to this one. The next book is a series that I've read in 2017. I kept forgetting to continue on with the series because it was a library book, but I found the sequel for $5 whole, and I was like, well, this is a snatch. So I picked it up, and it's Wind Witch by Susan Dennard, and I'm really excited to continue on with the story. I loved Truth Witch. I thought it was really fascinating and the different kinds of magic that you can have. So I'm really curious to continue on with Wind Witch and then Blood Witch and the new one that's coming out in 2021. So if I read this year and then Blood Witch beginning of next year, then I'll be ready. This is following Zult and Taffy. They get in a lot of shit. So fingers crossed that this will be a quick, cute read. This cover is very autumnal, so I'm curious to see if it will actually fit in with a winter feeling. But to be fair, I read books like any time of the year if they take my fancy and I'm feeling like this. So winter read it is. The next book I picked because of the wintry feeling on the cover, and that is Life After Life by Kate Atkinson. What if you had the chance to live your life again and again until you finally got it right? So I have no idea what this is about. It looks sad. There's a dog on the back, so I'm nervous. I'm pretty sure this was one of Laurenandthebooks' favourites. So when April said she was unhauling it, I think she just lost interest in it. I said, yep, give it over, and I'm really curious to pick it up and see what it's all about. The start of it also is during a snowstorm in England in 1910. So historical fiction, snowstorm, winter, we'll see. So the next two really don't have a rhyme or a reason, but so I started therapy back in November of 2019 and was diagnosed with anxiety and depression, and through Australian healthcare, you can get a mental health care plan, which gives you 10 free sessions with a psychologist if you hit the criteria. And as I did, I got to go and see a wonderful, amazing psychologist who's really changed my life. But because I finished these 10 sessions and we talked about it, I no longer have a diagnosis of anxiety and depression. I had previous. And yeah, so as a celebration, my mum and I went up to the shops and we got 2 books, and so I really want to read them to celebrate this monumental occasion for me. And that is The Switch by Beth O'Leary and Monstrous Heart by Claire McKinnon. I have no idea what Monstrous Heart is about, mostly got drawn to it by the cover. I have looked on Goodreads and seen that it's a 3-star rating, but I'm still going to go in with an open mind and see what it is. It seems really interesting and magical of sorts, but that's just taking keywords from the synopsis and could be extremely wrong. So yeah, I'm very curious to read this. But The Switch by Beth O'Leary, the flat share was top 3 of 2019, and when I say my top 3, I can't pick a favourite out of them. So last year was If We Were Villains, Well Met, and The Flat Share, and they're all really unique, so that's why they're my top 3. I couldn't rank one more than the other, but I saw that Beth O'Leary was coming out with her second book, The Switch, and this is following Lena and Eileen, and they do a swap. And I really enjoyed the movie The Holiday with Kate Winslet, Jude Law, Jack Black, and Cameron Diaz, and I feel like this has similar sort of vibes to it. So yeah, really keen to see where this goes. I quite like a contemporary, and yeah, so these will hopefully be 2 that I'm getting to in the winter months. So these are 7 books that I would like to get to in the winter months, and yeah, fingers crossed. I have quite a diverse range, I think. 4 of them make sense. 3 of them are just, I feel like reading them, so hopefully I'll get to them sooner rather than later. So that's it from me today. Let me know in the comments below what's your most anticipated read for the winter months, or summer months if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. And if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of this mess, feel free to subscribe and join our bookish family. Oh, I just love being here. And I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!